What's up, YouTube? This is Victor on the Let Me Explain show, and today we're going to look at the Webull interface and just talk about what the platform offers you as a trader. Now, I'm not a professional trader. I'm by no means an educator on financial education, so use this for entertainment purposes only, or for your information only, and do your own research to find out how you can best use these tools. So all I'm doing is just sharing what I'm discovering and playing around with interfaces, and hopefully you will find these useful and more than just entertaining, right? So there's so many platforms out there, and Webull is one of them. It's grown to be one of my favorite platforms to date, because it offers so much in terms of getting you up to speed with the news, with financial information, corporate actions, and an analysis of your stock, as we will see right now. So we're going to jump right into the Webull dashboard right now. What you see here is the free Webull dashboard. So you can just type in webull.com and you will actually be able to see some results. If you're a new investor, which I hope you are, this is for you. It's not for seasoned investors, people who know how to use these things. And let's look at a company. Right now I've got Apple opened up, but let's look at Tesla. So you can either type in Tesla, the full name, and the stock symbol comes up there. Now you can see the two options there. You've got over the counter OTC markets, or you've got the NASDAQ. I won't go into explaining what those are. You can always read those up online. But basically that's how you find information on Webull about a stock. And right here we can see that Tesla is at 420. That's the price of the shares. And over to your right, you'll get the opening price, how much the price was at the opening of the market, and what was the high. You also get the volume, how many shares were traded, and then the 52-week high, and then the market cap. So Tesla is at $391 billion, huge company. Over here we have the chart, and I prefer the candle chart to the line graph, but I'll quickly show you what I mean by that by hopping into my Webull account. So over here I'm looking at Hyatt. Let's look at Tesla so that we stay consistent. As you can see, the charts are different now. These are called candlesticks, and there's a whole theory about what candlesticks are and what they do. Basically, they tally up information of the day and therefore give you a prediction of what the following day may bring. And Webull offers that. I would highly recommend, if you're going into trading, to look into candlesticks, because they're a good way to see what's going on in the market and assess for yourself whether you should get into a trade or not. This platform is totally customizable. For example, we've got this line right here that's called the volume weighted average price. Basically, it means that the price is based on the weight of the volume, how much trading is going on, and that therefore they come up with an average price for that particular day. As you can see, the line moves up and down, and traders like to trade above the VWAP line, or the volume weighted average price. But again, I won't go into that. Those are tools you can use. You can totally clean up your dashboard too by taking out any of these tools. So all I've got is a moving average line, which is that blue line you see there. That too you can take out, and you just have a nice clean path. Before I go back to Webull, I just want to explain a little bit about the candlesticks here. So the green candles are the bulls. In other words, this is when the market is going up. These are the buyers. And the red candles are the sellers, or the bears. Yeah, this stock was really bullish over here. This was on the 26th at 9:35. As the market opened, it was very bullish because there was a lot of buyers in it, and then it rose up slightly, but then faced a little bit of resistance there, came back down, then it bounced right back to that support line, which is if so, as you can see, there's a line going up and down. If you go all the way to the end right here, you can see the price changing. This figure here is the price. So the resistance over here was about $414, and we can see that it's a pretty strong resistance, because over here it just touched that resistance point and then bounced back. It touched it again and then bounced back. So this is all information you can get from Webull, and it's free. It's totally fantastic to be able to get all that stuff. So at a glance, just by typing in the ticker symbol, you get all this information. You get the news of the day, which is good, because news is usually a catalyst in the stock market. So you need to know what's going on if you're going to be trading. You also have the financials. So this breaks down the financials for you, how the company is done over time. And as you can see, Tesla is really done well over time, as it's gone into the positive into fiscal year 2020. Then we have releases. This once again is like news. Corporate actions, which also highly impact the stock's price. So you got to look out for those. Splits, another interesting piece of information to have and track. Insider activity, which is very, very important. It's always good to know who's buying what within the company, because that's a big indicator as to which direction the company is taking. So with all that information, you can then make an informed trade. My favorite part is the analyst ratings. Now these are for reasons I won't cover because it will take too long. But if you'd like me to cover my thinking on analyst ratings, I would love to do another video of that. So leave that in the comment below. But this basically gives you what the sentiment is about the stock in the market, whether people are recommending you buy, you hold, you sell, or whether they think it's underperforming. So all this information you can get at a glance. And as we can see with Tesla, it's more of a hold. And the strong buy is coming up as a second contender. So a lot of people, 24% of the market, analyzed market, is saying Tesla is a strong buy, while 36% are saying it's a hold. 18% are saying it's underperforming, while 12% are the bears who are saying sell. So at the end of the day, my analysis will be long-term, Tesla will be a good investment. In just from this snapshot, it looks like in the long run, the sentiment is that Tesla is going to be strong. That's another aspect you get from Webull. Now, the other part I really love about Webull is paper trading. This comes with the platform, and you can totally just experiment with trades without spending any money. So here, oh yeah, so once I got in, you can actually see the candlesticks for free, and you can change the interface. You can play around with the interface to make it larger or smaller. So that's another lovely thing about Webull. They've really thought out how they lay out the platform. So over here will be your positions, what you bought, and you can customize this. You can drag this around and make it fit your fill. Over in this section, you can quickly place a trade. Of course, you can do a limit trade, market stop limit, and so on. And I would highly recommend, if you don't know what those terms mean, spend some time, an hour a day, just researching them, so that you get up to speed with what those terms mean, so that you don't get caught up in placing trades that go the wrong direction, and you lose more money than you could have if you put in a stop loss. So this is about Webull. It's not about terms of trading, so we'll stick to Webull. So this is the paper trading I was talking about. Before, I highly recommend that before you start trading, you do some paper trading, and just play around with stocks. So what paper trading does is it gives you an opportunity to place virtual trades without any money. Of course, you won't get any money back because this is a virtual trade. And what happens is you get to see the stock action over real time in a virtual market. This will mirror the actual trade. So you'll see whether your decisions lead to a profit or a loss. And it's totally really cool to use paper trading because you don't need any money. For example, this is Apple. Let's say you buy 100 stocks of Apple and you want to day means the trade will last only until only for the duration of the trading day. But if you want it to be placed whenever is opportune, then you go for good till cancelled. That's what GTC stands for. And that way your trade will be executed when your price point hits. Extended hours, yes or no? So some stocks will trade after hours, so you need to be sure you know what you want to do with that. Over here we have the limit price. In other words, if Apple goes above 115, for example, as it's put down, you can even put in your own figure, 101 for example, then it won't place the trade. That's a beautiful thing about it. And then you can place your paper trade. So, I have to select buy or sell. Obviously, that's very important. Buy. So I buy. There is a large gap between limit price and last price. Are you sure you want to continue? No. Let's go closer to the limit price and last price. So the last price for Apple was 115. Let's say 16. If it goes above 116, I don't want to execute the trade. So my trade has been successfully put in. And tomorrow I'll just come back here and look through the paper trade, see how it did. And so far, how is my paper trade doing? So far, it looks like after hours, Apple has already gained 0.01%. So paper trading really gives you that opportunity to explore without spending money. Without making this video too long, I just want to run through the rest of the features that Webull offers. So you have a watch list. So over here you can build a list of stocks you're interested in. Tesla is not there, so let's put it in. Tesla. And once it appears there, you add to watch list. You can customize and name your watch list as you please. We go back to watch lists and Tesla now appears there. So that's the watch list. It's always good to have the stocks you like. One trap I fell into when I was starting trading is that I put too many stocks in the watch list without really thinking about what I was doing. So make use of that. Markets, this gives you an overview of all the markets out there. So that's another useful tool to use. And what I like about it is top gainers and top losers, because this gives you an idea of which stocks are moving. And again, you can totally customize how you want your watch list to look like. In other words, you can choose to say, I want stocks with a certain price, $5 and above, or $10 and above, or stocks that move a certain percentage, and so on. I always like the ones that really gap up or down, because there's an opportunity to either short sell or put in calls there, depending on the catalyst, what made it move up or down. Then you got screeners, which are a list of stocks that you can customize again by putting in certain indicators that you like. For example, you can have a market cap of, let's say, 3 billion only to 4 billion, or whatever you want. And you can actually use this dragging tool over here. So financial indicator, you got a technical indicators. So when the MACD is Golden Cross. That's an interesting one. You should certainly look that up. When the MACD crosses, it means the stock is either going to make a bullish or a bearish move. So it's good to look into that. RSI stands for relative strength indicator, and moving at MA is moving average. RSI 6 oversold. Very interesting indicators to use, because these, as you see, as I click on them and deselect, it actually gives you the stocks that have had the MACD golden cross, for example. In other words, there's a great opportunity that the stock will move in drastically in either direction. So it's a good way to actually plan your trades. For example, let's look at a live example. Let's just go for the top one. So we want to look at the MACD and to see what they're talking about, the lines crossing indicators. Let's have the MACD checked, and we're just gonna zoom in over here and scroll back. So this is what they talk about. If you look over here, the red line or orange line is coming up over the blue line. So that's the MACD crossover right there. And that's a bullish signal. If the orange line was coming down, that's a bearish signal. If we look over here, the orange line was coming down. And if we look up at the stock price, it came down. And over here, it crossed over here. And look what happened to the stock price. It just gapped up, just shot up. So if you caught it over here, as the line was beginning to cross over at 1556 and place a trade at 1558, by 1559 you would have made a decent amount of money. Like the stock went up from 94 to 94.20 to 94.39. So depending on how much you put into the stock, you could have made some money there. So that's as much as I'll cover about the MACD. These are your trades. That's where you trade at. That's your account information. Of course, I'm not signed in, so you can't see anything there. That's paper trade. We've covered that. So this video really is just to show how amazing the Webull platform is. Of course, there are other great platforms out there, but I really like Webull. And I say this to say, information is power in the market. The more information you know about what could influence the stock to move up or down, the more potential you have to make money. So it's good to get yourself educated about how these platforms work, what certain terms mean. For example, the MACD crossover is a gem of a tool to use. And if you wake up in the morning, just scan your stocks, see which ones are having a crossover, you then make more informed decisions about how to buy or sell your stock. So I hope you found this useful. I'm sorry it got a little lengthy, but it's not linear. I couldn't just talk about Webull without diving into a bit of the aspects about the terminology used in stock trading. But what I would like to do with this video is, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, and I will do my best to research that topic and bring you a video that may answer those questions. Once again, this is not financial education. I hope that you will do your due diligence, educate yourself on what stock terms mean, what are dividends, what's a MACD, what's an RSI. Educate yourself. 6 months of educating yourself will make a world of difference. Even 30 days of getting to know the fundamentals will cut you a lot of trouble. In the meantime, have fun paper trading if you're not already trading. By the way, Webull does give you a free stock if you sign up. Yes, I'm plugging myself here. I get a free stock, you get a free stock, so it's a win-win situation. But you do have to deposit $100. I will do a dividend investing video, which will show you how to make money from the money you have sitting in the bank. For example, there is a stock that's paying a 13% per year dividend. That means you can make $13 off every $100 you have sitting around, compared to the 1% you get from the bank. This is Victor on the Let Me Explain show.